My name is David Buck, and the lesson I had originally planned to present got lost when my hard drive crashed, so I brought up this lesson that I created a couple of quarters ago. It's on order of operations, and it would be for a beginning algebra class. Okay, class? The objectives for today's class is you will learn the proper order of operations for doing mathematical functions. So you will learn what order to put all your calculations in. So, today's lesson is order of operations, or if you prefer, why math teachers like to torture students. And you may be asking yourself, why do you need to know the correct order to do mathematical functions? You may be thinking, why not just do them in any order that I want? It would make math a lot easier that way, but I have a little video here to demonstrate why you need to do things in the proper order.
Oh, come on, one little. No. You know what? I just make 28 of these things. I mean, I go on 7 offices, I got 3. And I got just enough to give them, 13 apiece. You what? 13 apiece. 13 apiece? Yeah, 7 offices. Yeah, each gets 13. You only got 28. That's right, I got 28 dollars and 7, 13. I get it. 7, 13 is 28. That's ridiculous. 7 times 4 is 28, not 7 times 13. 7 times 4 is 28? Sure. 7 times 4 is 28. Must go to a cheap school. I mean, 7 times 13 is 20. That's ridiculous. Yeah, figure it out. What's the matter with you? No, I haven't sorted it out. Look at it. You have? Yeah, I figured it out myself. Prove that to me. I'm not looking. You know what? It's ridiculous. All right. Oh, come. All right, it's not ridiculous. No sense to your argument. Just so. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Now, there were 7 officers. That's right. That's a 7. Now I'm going to divide and prove it here. Now, 28 dollars. Now, wait a minute. You claim the 7 goes into 28 13 times? Prove it to me. Now, 7 to 2. What do you mean 7? The 7 will not go to 2, no matter how much you try. We know that. You couldn't even push that big 7 that little bit. Certainly not. Therefore, we can't use it 2. What do you do with it? Well, Lizzie, hold it. Lizzie, hold that 2 for me. Please. Thank you. I'll use it later. What is this all about? Now, 7 to 8, 1. Now, we're going to carry the 7. Carry the 7. We're going to carry the 7. Carry it. It's a little heavy, so put it right down there. 7 from 8, 1. Now, a minute ago, we didn't use it 2. What do you mean? I'm going to use it now. Use it? Lizzie, give me back the 2. Thanks. Put it right down there. So, see? Now, 7 to 21. 3 times. 3 times. 7, 28, 13. Oh, now, wait a minute. Come here. You better go to school, stupid. Yeah, like Mom, same way. Oh, never mind that. Multiply this, yeah. Put down 13 up there. Now, 13? Yeah. Now, you claim that each officer gets 13 donuts. Now, wait a minute. I have 7 officers. Put down 7. 7. We're all right. Sure. Now, 7 times 13 is what? 28. Prove it. 7 times 3? 21. 7 times 1? 7. 7 1? 8. 2. Oh, no, come on. Well, it shouldn't come out right. It's got to come out right like on the break. Now, I know. Just a minute. We'll add this up. Put down 13 7 times. Okay. We'll add it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot dynamite. Yes. No, that's 7 officers. Now we're okay. Now, you claim all this added up amounts to what? 28. Give me the choke. No, you take the slide from out my... Sure, there's something wrong here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, see?
Okay, now does knowing the correct order of mathematical functions make sense to you now? Okay, we're clear on that? Alright, so what are the correct... Okay, where does the little guy end up? Teaching math in high school, culinary school, the brig, running the Federal Reserve, or deciding executive bonuses? Let's see. Oh, that was wrong. Alright, so... he ends up in the brig. Okay, so there's 2 ways to remember the correct order of operations. If PEMDAS or GREMDAS. So for PEMDAS, we have parentheses, exponents, multiply or divide left to right, and then finally add and subtract left to right. GREMDAS, It's the same thing. So we have groupings, radicals, multiply, divide left to right, or add and subtract left to right. So, parentheses and groupings, those are the symbols there. Exponents and radicals, we have the symbols right here. Multiply and divide, these are the different multiplication symbols and the division symbols. Add and subtract, the plus and minus. Okay, any questions on those? No? Okay. So we're going to solve this problem as a group using PEMDAS. Okay, so in PEMDAS, what's the first thing we do? Anybody? Okay, parentheses, correct. So we look at the parentheses, pull those numbers down. So within the parentheses, what do we do first? Multiply and divide left to right. So we have the 3 times 6, so that changes that to 2 plus 18. After we multiply and divide, we add and subtract. So we have 20 and we have 4. So this is what the problem looks like now. 20 squared divided by 2 plus 5 times 3 times 4 squared. So what do we do now? We have the parentheses and we have exponents. So we pull those down, we work on those problems. So 20 squared is 20 times 20. 4 squared is 4 times 4. You do the math on that. You have 400 and you have 16. So the new problem is 400 divided by 2 plus 5 times 3 times 16. So you multiply and divide next left to right. So you have 400 divided by 2, which is 200. 5 times 3, which is 15. And 15 times 16, which is 240. So now we have the problem down to 200 plus 240. We do our add and subtract, which brings it to 440. Everybody see how we did that? Any questions on that? Okay, so breaking the problem down by the steps makes a big complicated problem look pretty easy, doesn't it? All right, now it's your turn to work on the math problem. Okay, so I'll give you about 5 minutes to work on this problem, and then we'll see what answers you came up with. For those of you watching the video, you can either stop the video now and do the calculations, or continue on to see what the answer is. Okay, does everybody have their answers? All right, so let's see. Who has the right answer? Okay, yes, Sarah. You say it's 78. Well, let's see. 78 correct? Oh, nope. Okay. Yes, Billy. All right, you say 42. Oh, all right. Now why don't we review the steps here? All right. So remember parentheses first. Multiply and divide left to right. Add and subtract. Brings you down to the next step. Again, the parentheses with the exponents. So we multiply out the exponents. This is what the new problem looks like. We multiply and divide, left to right. That's the new problem. And then we add and subtract. Okay? All right. So, who else would like to try? All right, so you say it's 24. There we go. Okay, now for those of you who are having problems on that, let's work together as a class and find the solution. So, we do our exponents. We do our parentheses. We do our addition and subtraction in the parentheses. We get our answer. Okay, so I have some problems it'll come up on the screen. Give you guys about 5 minutes to work on them, and then we will go over the answers. Okay, for those of you watching the video, you can pause here and do the work if you'd like, or you can just let the video run. Okay, class. So your 5 minutes are up. Does anybody need any more time working on these? Okay, looks like most of you need a few more minutes. So why don't I give you 5 more minutes to work on those? That'll be enough time. All right, so 5 more minutes, and then we'll go over the answers. So it looks like everybody is now done. So let's go over the answers. All right, so for number 1, everybody get 12, okay? Number 2, did everybody get 54? All right. Number 3, did everybody get $58? Did everybody put the dollar sign? Okay, and remember, it says dollars here, you have to have that over there, okay? All right, number 4, did everybody get 32? All right, number 5, 90. Number 6, did everybody get 86? Number 7, everybody get 8? Got negative? Okay. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive, right? Negative times negative is positive. Remember that. Okay, number 8, everybody get 548. All right. Number 9, everybody get 12. All right. Now, number 10, did everybody get 440? Okay, there's seems to be some confusion on number 10, so let's go over that. Squared divided by 2 plus 5 times 3 parentheses 3 plus 1 squared. Okay, so the first thing we do, correct parentheses. So we have 2 plus 3 times 6. Which operation do we do first? That's right, multiplication. So we end up with 2 plus 18. Over in this parentheses, we have 3 plus 1, which is 4, correct? So 2 plus 18 is 20. So we have 20 squared divided by 2 plus 5 times 3 times 4 squared. What's the next thing we do? Correct. Exponents. 20 times 20 is, anybody? 400, correct. 400 divided by 2 plus 5 times 3 times, and then 4 times 4, 16. Okay, that's what we have. We have the exponents gone, we have the parentheses gone. So next we do multiply and divide left to right. So 400 divided by 2 is 200, plus 5 times 3 is 15 times 16, which will give us 200 plus 15 times 16. What's that? Correct. 240, which gives us a total of 440. Does anybody have any questions on that? Just remember, as you're going through your problems on your homework, walk through each step, do each step as it comes. Now, your favorite part of the day, your homework for tonight is pages 12 to 13, problems 1 through 30 even. So that's only 15 problems tonight. So, we get started on that now. Should not have much homework for tonight. Okay? So get out your books and get started on your homework.